And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
I ain't even put the broadcast in the... Man, I'm stupid as shit.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Foles.
Come on, pick that shit off.
Incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, we got to pick that off. We right there on that shit.
He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again.
Right. Come on!
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, young rookie, you got to get out of that.
Down is just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Right behind both.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Got it, man. Got him, man, guys. So be careful. He's gone. Drop back. Oh,
again, Wilson. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Tempo. Check. Wrong. Get wrong. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kalen Ballage, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Winning. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There on the tackle. It's a pickup.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least. And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Ballage. And he will score. Touchdown. Seattle. Kalen Ballage with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Bears 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run with Patterson. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Go to the tight end, Tommy.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that.
Just
Now
throw
they
it
got
to
to
the
go
tight
quick
end.
and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Oh, give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll complete this one to Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
11 more yards.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
He was brought down
just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Again, brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 21-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Foles will look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because...
And he's into the clear. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kalen Ballage, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Back now at Soldier Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Mooney. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Robinson
Fuck
with a
out of
big
here, man.
catch.
On my best corner.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Foles. Now they go screen. It's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top for Miller. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be second and goal.
Check 56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 56 to Mike. Get him, get him. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56. Too little, Captain. Under. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Right here.
His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Third and goal.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Wilson wants to throw it. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10.
First and goal.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster.
I'm so stupid.
Today's final score, Seahawks.
So the victory here for Seattle. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to split that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.